It was a good practice. Excited to be out there. We, full padded practice again on Wednesday, like it is every Wednesday. And but we had some competitive periods with the offense, and it's always good to compete. And we're just emphasizing on us and getting better each day and each practice and each play. And the players have a good attitude and they're working hard. And we're excited to finish out this week and play on Saturday.
Mark said the other night on his show that last year he kind of backed off the physical practices late in the year, but he wasn't going to do that this year. Are the practices more physical than they were this time last year? Is there a definite change, or is that going to be later on?
No, we've had physical practices this year, and today was one of them, and we're going to continue to do that at Coach Stoops' direction throughout the season and throughout the week.
What do you get out of them at this point of the year? Just keep guys sharper?
Yeah, I can't keep them on their edge and, keep playing fast. You go against each other, then you go against fastballs and more physical blockers, more physical defensive linemen, more physical run plays. So you want to keep them on edge and keep those techniques sharp. I think that C.J. Johnson had some good pass rush and got to the quarterback a lot, and some of our blitzes hit home and forced some quick throws. And we had a lot of that early in the season too, where we were getting to the quarterback, not getting him on the ground, or we were forcing quick throws and making plays off of that. And I think that with CJ on there full time now, that we've improved on that. That's one of his best attributes, and I think we'll continue to see him do that throughout the season, and some other guys step up as well.
Who are some of the younger guys that you're looking at as far as pass rush?
Denzel Ware is a freshman, and we've put him in some situations where he's on the edge, and some of our blitzes have different guys coming, different guys dropping, and different guys are isolated at different times. We've had more inside linebackers involved rushing the quarterback than we have in the past, so it's something that we're working on every week.
You have big holes to fill in free agency. How do you think those guys outside
You weren't going to fill Bud. You weren't going to fill these shoes. You just weren't. Those guys were seniors. Those guys were, very talented players that had played a lot of reps. So we didn't expect somebody to step up and fill their shoes. Those are special players that had a lot of experience for us and played in a lot of plays. But I think some other players have stepped up. Like I mentioned, I think Corey Johnson has really turned around and had a good year for him inside and rushing the passer. And we've seen some pressure from some inside linebackers that we hadn't necessarily seen in the past with Josh and Ryan and some of those other guys.
Has Khalid Henderson raised his play over the last few weeks? Marcus mentioned that maybe he was battling in there again to regain that sort.
Khalid is a very competitive player. I mean, he's a very competitive just person in general, and that's what we love about him. And Ryan has his skill set that is different than Khalid's, but Khalid just goes out there and competes every day and gets better and makes plays and knows where he's supposed to be. And week to week, we plan on playing, both of those guys, but they're competing at a very high level every day in practice.
As you try to sort of reset the team's attitude down the stretch here, does it help that, especially on your side of the ball, you have so many seniors, guys that are desperate to win a couple games and get to a bowl game?
It always helps to have seniors, guys that have been there, guys that haven't been there. And I think our senior leadership has been very good down this tough stretch, and I anticipate that they'll lead our team very well towards the end.
Now you have Jason at full go for a large part of the year. What would it do just to have him back? How close is he?
I think that to have him back would give us more depth and give us some more speed at that outside linebacker / defensive end spot. And I think he's close. He's had a good week of practice, and we're anticipating him to play on Saturday. Well, they have a very good scheme. They have a lot of different personnel groups, and they have a lot of different ways to attack you. And their players execute their scheme very well. You've got to be sound, you've got to be physical, and ultimately you have to tackle well too. You have to have good tailbacks as well. And runs too that can always give defenses fits. So I've been impressed with the run game.
Will you be back in the box Saturday?
I will.
Is that pretty much what you're going to do the rest of the year?
I think so. Yes, I think so.
Stoops and even Shannon talked about trying to loosen things up a little bit, make them play more freely. Are there ways that you guys are sort of trying to make that happen? I mean, can you force somebody to play more freely?
That's not my personality, but
Yeah, I know.
no. But yes, we're definitely concentrating on us and concentrating on getting better, but also while you're out of practice, having fun. You know what I mean? And you know, you always play best when you play confident and you play to win, but that you enjoy being out there and getting better too.
How much with young guys, who have said Shannon about this, how much with young guys, when you're going through a stretch like this, and maybe they don't get off to a good start, they don't want to make a mistake, they become tentative, they're afraid they're going to do something wrong.
Well, I hope that's not the case. You know.
Have you seen evidence of that?
I definitely have seen young guys make mistakes. And we've made the corrections with those guys. But we've done everything we can to keep them confident and keep them aggressive and keep them becoming playmakers.
With 3 games to go, how's Chris? What do you feel like Chris Westry's gotten out of this season, playing so much as a true freshman?
I think he has a lot of experience. I think he has a lot of confidence. Now, granted, he came in with a lot of confidence, but he's even developed more because he's had so much success. And we put him in some tough situations, and he's won a lot of one-on-ones. You know, he's a guy that I've been very pleased with his play, not only early but down the stretch as well.
What's the biggest thing he's learned, or maybe a hard lesson he's learned from playing so much right away?
I think that just like every other freshman, it's a grind. I think that he's learned that you gotta come to work every day, and you gotta push through nagging injuries, and you've got to stay mentally focused for a long time. You know, and you've just got to finish. You know, I think most high school seasons are pretty much over by now. You know, and we started long before they did, and our season goes, you know, much longer than theirs is. So I think it's just the freshman grind, as they say.